Want to help support the channel? Then why not check out the merch that's available from the links below in the description. Help out the channel and get more phenomenal stuff for yourself. And now, with that, let's jump straight into the video. Hey Ranger Nation. Hey Ranger Nation, welcome back to another video. And today I am talking about how I would make the Power Rangers movie canon and bring it into the Power Ranger main timeline. Now, I mentioned about this on the Illuminati a while ago, and I thought that I would turn it into a video and go through everything that I talked about there. So if you like this sort of content and you want to see more, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, as well as that cheeky notification bell to be notified when more videos drop. And why not check out the merchandise in the channel and pick up something that you may like, some more phenomenal stuff. And with that, let's jump in. I went through everything on this, and I kind of took a while to think about and write all of it. So basically, we're going to start. So I would have this start at season 1, where they're kind of talking about it. Zordon and Alpha have a talk and say, look, you know, they've detected something evil going through the veins of Angel Grove, and, you know, it's through the ley lines, the energy flow, but they don't know what it is yet. They haven't been able to decipher this. And I think it would be a really cool thing that they could do. It's so small that they don't mention it, but they do kind of think that it's Rita playing a thing, and then obviously that's when a monster pops up. So they kind of think that that's going to be it, but they kind of play it off and again think of it as Rita. Now, we're still in season 1, and this is when they mention it near the end of the season, and that's where it slowly starts coming together. But again, they're not too sure. They think, oh, you know, again, this is Rita, this is another monster coming, but they don't know. They haven't been able to detect anything. Jumping into season 2, you start mentioning it. You have visuals and throwaway comments. You know, the Rangers through the park start seeing things that are purple, like, you know, little purple blobs, leaves on trees are purple, you know, anything there that they think, but they kind of like leave it out. But we know that it's purple ooze. This is something where, you know, even if you don't know the film, because obviously the film has been incorporated, you know, these are little things that you would look back on, you know, later on and go, oh my god, that's what it is. And that's what makes it fun to look back at these sorts of Easter eggs. So we know later on in Power Rangers, Bulk and Skull want to find the Power Rangers, because I think it's the Score Chicks or something, but they want to know the identity of the Power Rangers. So I would have it that they find out multiple times who it is, but they always get hit by ooze, they fall in it, you know, or it lands on them, which then makes them forget who the Power Rangers are. And I feel like this would give kind of a, oh shit, they know, and the Rangers don't kind of figure it out. So they're more like, we've got to be careful. We've got to kind of do this so that they can easily move away from Bulk and Skull, or they're always kind of more wary on who would see them morph. But primarily, Bulk and Skull would lose any memory of who the Power Rangers are, and I think that would give it, again, a bit more kind of mystery. At times when I would put Easter eggs in, or little things to kind of say, hey, what's coming up next, I would generally really have TVs, you know, or news articles in the paper that you could see. Mysterious ooze, no one knows what it is. And again, just leave it. Have it in the background playing, you know, even if it like pops up on the screen. You know, something in the background to kind of make you go, oh, because sometimes even when you do this, people forget about it and they go, oh yeah. So having it in the background would work really, really well in my eyes. So we're now coming to season 3 of Power Rangers. And this is when the Rangers go and help Master Rider. They come back, and we find out that the city and all the ooze has come into the center of Angel Grove, and everyone's a bit confused on it. And this is when Ivan Ooze emerges, and everyone's like, oh my god, who the hell are you? Things start playing out as we see in the film, where you've got ooze men, but I would have it where it's more like a normal thing, not like the ho ha ha type thing that we see in the film, but mainly to the point where the Rangers are fighting the ooze men. They're trying to defeat them properly, but they can't, and they have a lot of time and a lot of struggle with them. The Rangers then retreat back to the command center, and this is when Zordon and Alpha start talking about like Ivan Ooze, and they kind of give a kind of backstory. All of a sudden, out of nowhere, Meteor hits Earth, and it's Dulcille who has come in and gone like, you know, looking for Ivan Ooze because she wants to destroy him because Ivan Ooze has escaped. She tells the Rangers that the powers aren't going to work. The powers aren't strong enough and they need to be upgraded. So she takes them to the Desert of Despair because this is the only place that can power up the Rangers a lot more than normal. The Rangers find Ninja. They go through the trial as normal as getting the ninja powers or the ninjetti powers, and they go do the challenge. And rather than just kind of like putting arms up and absorbing the power from Ninja, what happens is they have to do the trials. They go through and they have to defeat the stone monsters or the bone monsters. Yes, you've got the stone kind of guards, then you've got the kind of the dinosaurs. And then as soon as they put the dinosaurs down, that's when their powers have gone, and that's when they get the power of Ninjetti. Meanwhile, while this is all going on, Ivan Ooze goes towards the moon base and he sees Rita and Zed. He basically tells them that he's now in charge, he's going to do it. There's a bit of a fight or a bit of kerfuffle going on with Rita and Zed, trying to attack Ivan Ooze. And for some strange reason, the pig monster's there because Finster's made it because he thought, you know what, this is going to be a good thing. Unfortunately, this is when Ivan Ooze puts Rita and Zed into the kind of snow globe, and it's only temporary until, obviously when Ivan Ooze gets destroyed, then all powers go. But at the moment, he's kind of captured them. Goldar doesn't know really what to do. He kind of puts up a bit of a struggle, but that's when Ivan Ooze says, look, you can join me or I'll put you in this. And Goldar decides to go, fuck it, I'm going to go join you, and then stays there. He becomes Ivan Ooze's henchman, and Rita and Zed turn around and say, we're going to get you back for this. And Goldar's like, well, I have no choice. I don't care. And then they go off. Now, I will add this in because I think I kind of briefly wrote this. So we have Ivan Ooze still takes over the parent, to start building the Zords. And there's now 3 of them. You have the 2 bug monsters, but he's also building on Serpentera because he wants his other one, which then it doesn't get finished whatsoever because they leave it on the moon. It goes to the moon. I don't know. I think this one would kind of work because then we'd get the Serpentera, the one that we see in the Forever Red. So it's kind of a busted project and it's kind of left unfinished. But the 2 bug monsters have been completed and they're about to go and tear a new one down in Angel Grove because why the hell not? After the trials and they've now got the Ninjetti powers, as I've said before, they then return back to the command center and they start showing Zordon that they've got this new power, and Zordon is really impressed. He knows that the power of Ninja will help the Rangers in this new fight going on, but he also gives them a gift, which is the metallic armor. But he mentions this and says, look, this is bad for you, you can't always use it, but in times of need, call out metallic armor, power up, and you shall have it. The Rangers then return back to Angel Grove because the Ooze men are out there. But at this point, Ivan Ooze also has Tengu warriors, or Tengu, or Tengar, and then uses them against the Rangers. The Rangers then get beaten quite badly. They're a little bit stronger than what they had with the Mighty Morphing powers, but they don't know what to do. Then they call about the metallic armor, they power it up, and this is when we use the movie suits that go all around them and they become a lot stronger. I wouldn't change anything on the suits because obviously it's meant to be a power up, so it continues as normal. So by the power of friendship, as the Rangers do, they are able to defeat Ivan Ooze, but then he obviously calls down the Zords that he's made, and thus therefore the Rangers have to call their Ninja Zords, and thus therefore combine. The Rangers easily beat this in their kind of metallic armor setup, but then Ivan Ooze, after he sees them being destroyed, he is able to infect them both and transforms and goes into them, combining them together to make a new, more powerful enemy. And thus therefore everyone's like, what the hell? Now, rather than just doing the whole thing of kicking him into a meteor or kicking him in the bollocks, because don't know why they did that, they actually destroy Ivan Ooze completely with the power of the ninja and the metallic armor powering the Zords up completely and actually destroying Ooze 100%. The Rangers try and defeat Ivan Ooze, and it looks like they have. They kind of look around, there's no Ooze left, but some has escaped. Come to Rita and Zed, and they have escaped because obviously the snow globe thing that has been keeping them captive has disappeared. Goldar has come back and he does his sniveling, like, I'm so sorry, I didn't mean this, and I'm only loyal to you, blah blah blah. So Rita and Zed take away his wings and demote him, and they say, no, we're not going to believe you because you're going to have to work for your wings back. And this really upsets Goldar, and he's like, oh god. And yeah, and that's it. We don't really see anything for a little bit. With that, the rest of the season plays out as normal. We still get the episodes of everything going on. But Master Vile enters the area and he brings back Ivan Ooze in the form of Globber. They go through the entire same story, but as the Rangers use the metallic armor, Globber is more powerful, or should we say Ivan Ooze is more powerful. He destroys the metallic armor, knocking it out completely, and it can never be used again. But with this, it weakens Ivan Ooze completely, and he's not as powerful as normal because it took a lot of energy to actually destroy it, and no matter what Master Vile or Rita or Zed do, it's not able to power Globber up, or Ivan Ooze. It's really weird because I keep thinking Globber. So with that, the Rangers then obviously destroy Ivan Ooze completely, and that's it. There is no more Ivan Ooze. He has been completely wrecked, and there we go. The Rangers return back to the command center, and they do ask, can we ever use the metallic armor? But Zordon says no, that was a one-time thing, like, you know, they can't make it again. But the power had to be sacrificed so that they could save the world and save the town, you know, as normal, you know, which is fine. And that's it. One thing I will add in is that while Dulcea is still around, she dates Adam. You know, she really likes Adam. Adam's more like, hey, I want to get with you, and that's absolutely fine. They date, and that's it. That's pretty much it. And then obviously it goes into Zeo. But the one thing I would probably change is, like, either I'd get rid of the time travel kid thing, get rid of that, or I would have the fact that all the kids and all the places would return back to where they were, not have them in Angel Grove, because it doesn't work like that. But that's how I would bring in Power Rangers, the movie, into the canon universe, into the mainstream one, rather than having it in its own little dimension. But yeah, I hope you really enjoyed that. I really enjoyed writing this. And if you want to see anything else, let me know down below in the comments, because I kind of really wouldn't mind doing some of this. So I'm going to go through all the seasons and think of like what we're going to change. But there we go. So let me know what your favorite part is, what do you agree with, what you disagree with. And while you're down there, why not hit the like button, hit subscribe, as well as a cheeky notification bell to be notified when more videos drop. Check out the merch because it will help the channel grow, and thank you very much for watching. And with that, I'll catch you in the next video.
チャンネルをサポートしてくれてありがとうございます。チャンネル登録、高評価お願いします。以下のリンクから商品を入手することができます。